welcome back to my channel. My name is Michelle and this is Mind Over Debt. Thank you guys for joining me for today's video. It's a brand new one for me. I've never shared my savings goals or my current savings situation. You guys know I've been on a journey of paying off my credit cards for the last 6 months, and now that I've paid those off, I feel like I'm okay and ready to start saving for my student loans, and then also putting money towards savings and investments. So we'll get started. I have a brand new book. It's very simple. It's called Write, and I like the simplicity of it. And I'm gonna keep this book specifically for my savings goals and challenges moving forward, and then also for investments. So I switched over to this blank page. I'm actually going to write at the top savings. Okay, and then at the bottom I'm going to write investments. And the goal is to continue to do this at the end of every month. I think I want to do, or maybe every Tuesday when I do transfer money towards savings or investing. I would like to start a new page and then just record, how much money I put towards savings, so that way I can keep track of it. There are a few people here on YouTube who do that, and I am thoroughly excited and excited and happy for them when they do it. I see the benefits of keeping a tracking like that. And as you know, in the budget and finance community, it's all about tracking, right? Okay, so I was a little nervous about doing this video because even though I feel like I've been okay so far with putting money towards debt, when it comes to savings, I haven't been the best, and it is brand new for me. I feel like even when I wasn't in debt a couple years ago, it was still really hard for me to save because I didn't understand how to do it and how to commit to it. And I feel like because I've had such a strong and albeit positive and realistic relationship with you guys here on YouTube, I'm able to hold myself accountable now. And I feel like writing these numbers down and holding myself to these numbers and seeing them will help push me towards the direction I need to be. Okay, so let's get started. For savings, I have 3 savings accounts. 2 of them I've had for a little over a year, and then one of them I just recently opened. So the first one I'll start is my Capital One, and that's my 360 account. Okay, and the APY is 1% a year. Okay, that's a pretty high one for me. You'll see in my other 2. So this one I currently have $252.27. So this one was started last year when I was working my second job, and I was putting money towards my second job, which was a PRN job, and I was putting my whole entire check from that job to this account. And I was only at that job for about 4 or 5 months, and then I stopped because working a full-time job and a PRN was becoming a little too much for me. So because of that, I decided to still keep this account open, and I thought that I will make this Capital One 360 account my long-term account because the API is 1%, which is higher than my other account. Okay, so currently I have $252.27. All right, my second account is going to be my Chase account, and this is my main savings account. This is the first savings account I had. It's with my original bank, And this one I started about a couple of months before this 361. And this is the one I contribute every month to. So my total, we'll do APY. APY is actually really low. It's 0.01%. So it's barely anything for the APY. And my total that I have is $1,030. So this one doesn't gain much interest compared to this one. This one doesn't gain that much, but it's far better than this one. I think I gain like maybe 1 cent every month from this one. But this one is the one that I contribute every month to. If you watch my monthly budget videos, I do 150 every month. That's where this one has been going to. I actually started doing 150 in the beginning of January, as you guys know, but I did have like $200 in this one, and that was from previously. So this one I plan on having as my short term. If you know anything about Dave Ramsey, he always says, start with $1,000 and then contribute everything else towards debt. I don't completely agree with that. As you can see, I don't have much in savings. So this 1,000 I will keep as 1,000, and I'll use it as my emergency savings. So if I have any car repairs that come up, if I have last minute trips, or I have a last minute expense that comes up, like a couple of months ago I needed new tires, then I will put the money from here to that, because this one is automatically linked to my checking account, and it's a lot easier to transfer that money. Like, it transfers within seconds and I can use it right away, as opposed to this one, it takes a while to transfer. I think I need 1 to 2 days to be able to use the funds. And because this APY is a lot lower, I'd rather have this as my long term and this as my short term. Okay. So the next one is and for this Chase one, I want to cap it at 1,000. I think I already said that. So the 150 that I was putting towards every month towards this, now that it's at 1,000, I want to transfer that 150 to my Capital One and build this one up. I don't have a set amount. I know if you follow the Dave Ramsey bit, and a lot of people do and some people don't, it's supposed to be 3 to 6 months of living expenses. For this one, I would like to start at least getting it up to 3 months, and then from there deciding what I'm gonna do afterwards. Okay, so this is 252.27, 1,030, and then my third savings is Marcus by Goldman & Sachs. And this one is brand new. I believe I spelled Sachs right. I opened this one last week, and this one is dedicated to my student loans payments. Student loans, as you know, for federal student loans, they're in forbearance for right now, so I haven't been paying on them, and they're supposed to be coming back for interest or off of forbearance in the end of August, but that hasn't been set in stone. And there's quite a few other people I watch here on YouTube who have this account and contribute monthly towards this account for their student loans. And then that is my plan. And let's say, August comes around and we have to start paying back our student loans, then whatever I have in this account, I'll put towards that. And then I'll contribute every month directly towards my student loans. And this one I will still keep open. I'm not sure what it will be, but I will definitely keep it open. And it's because the APY is a whopping 1.70%, which this is the highest I've seen, I think, since the pandemic happened. And this APY, I believe, lasts for about 3 months in the beginning of your enrollment into this Marcus and by Goldman & Sachs. And I believe it drops a little bit after that, but I have to double check. So for this one, I actually contributed last Friday, July 1st. I wanted to start off July, I wouldn't say with the bang, but I kind of got impatient. So I put $15 towards this one. And you guys know for this month, because it's a heavy month for me, if you want to see why, then go watch my last budget video for the month of July. I will only be contributing about $150 towards my student loans account, this one, and also still contributing $150 towards this one. So because of that, I had $15 left over, so I just transferred $15 towards this Goldman and Sachs. All right, so those are my 3 savings accounts. I know they're fairly small compared to other people, but I am new to this journey, and I am new to savings and learning how to save and save the best way for me in terms of not having to dip into my savings. So I want something that is going to be sustainable. Okay, investments. So for investments, I have I don't want to say quite a few. I actually just have like 2. But for investments, I have I'm just going to flip over to this other page so I can see the numbers. Okay, so I have my 401k, and I still contribute to my 401k savings or investments. And this is through my job. It's a traditional 401k savings. At my other job I had before this was a 403b, and they were both through Fidelity. So I was able to transfer the funds from my 403b from my last job to my 401k, which is what I have with this job now, because this job was salary, and it's a higher position job. So my 401k right now is $4,179.02. And I contribute, I want to say, a little over $100 every month. Actually, it might be over 200 because 100 comes out of each paycheck. I don't know which percentage it is. I will write that down on my next video. I have to look it up. I didn't write it down beforehand, so excuse me for that. But I know it's about $94 to $102, like $94 to $102 every paycheck. So that's how much is contributed to this 401k savings. And I've been tracking the savings since last year, and I believe it depends on the stock market. So sometimes this number will dip severely and sometimes it will go up. I'm still trying to figure out what all of that means. If you guys can help a sister out in the comments section, please let me know. But for right now, as of the end of June, this is the amount I have in my 401k, which is, I definitely want more. My employee matches up to 5%, and I don't contribute 5% of my paycheck because you guys know I'm on a debt journey still, so I don't contribute as much, but I will get that percentage to you guys for sure. Okay, and then my second one is just my regular investments. This one is with Fidelity as well. I have looked up other investments like M1 Finance or Robinhood, but because I am a little bit familiar with Fidelity through my 401k, I decided to just do like my regular investing with Fidelity. And I started this, I want to say back in December, but I haven't contributed anything since then, because you guys know I've been on that debt-free journey. So I haven't put anything towards that. But my goal is to put at least $50 towards this Fidelity investing. And with this Fidelity, I buy stocks. So I have currently 4 stocks that I purchased. And the total for my Fidelity is $201.33. And I remember I put $200 in December for this Fidelity before I started my debt-free journey. And since then, I haven't put anything in there. I guess it hasn't grown either, or hasn't grown much. So yeah, just $1.33. Okay, so these are my 5 accounts that I have. I don't know if I want to add them together to see how much I have. I guess I could. I didn't really think this too much out, but I guess we can do a total for this, and then a total for this as well. Let me get my calculator. So this one is $1,267.57, and then this one, oops. Okay, so 4,380.35. Okay, and if we were to add those two together, okay, so a little over 5,000 would be how much I had. I don't know, would you count all of this as savings, or I'm still learning, so I don't know if I would, because I would never borrow or pull from my 401k until I'm done with it. I mean, until I like retire. And in my Fidelity one, these are like forever stocks. I plan on not selling these stocks that I have, so I wouldn't really count this as like savings because I would never pull from them. But I guess you can say they kind of are like future savings, right? Yeah, okay, we'll go with that. Please recommend all the books you can down in the comment section for investing and savings, and all of the YouTube people or blogs that you follow, or even Instagram people that you follow that are reputable, because I can learn. I'm trying to learn as much as I can. Okay, so if we were to sum this all up, I plan on putting $150 towards my Capital One every month going forward. I plan on putting $150 for this month towards my student loan savings. But after this month, hopefully in August, depending on how much I have left over after I budget, I plan on putting $500 every month towards this. My 401k comes out before I get my check. That's usually between I will just round it out to $100 just to be on the safe side. And then my Fidelity, I plan on putting $50 every month towards that. So that is my goal going forward. I like the idea of doing this on Transfer Tuesdays, which is why I did it today, just so you guys can see how much money I transferred over. I plan on putting like plus sign, like so added 15 or 20 to here, and then counting how much I have total on the next couple of pages. But that's my plan going forward. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. It was a tough one for me to actually go into my accounts and see how much I had, to write them down, and then also to show them to you guys. So I'm not afraid of criticism. I love constructive criticism. I don't shy away from it. This is why I share my real numbers, and I try to be as honest with you guys and with myself as possible. So any kind of words of encouragement or suggestions that you have, please leave them down. And I just want to thank you guys so much for my past 2 videos. You guys have been so kind and realistic with your comments, and I appreciate them. I love that everyone's rent has only gone up like 1 or 2%. Yay for you guys. Pray for me. Hopefully that will be my situation next year, because it's certainly not for this year. All right, thank you guys so much for joining me on this video. I will see you guys in my next one. Bye.